the streams start properly. Looks like YouTube already came in. I still need a notification. Okay. I think now everything is back up. I finished killing some enemies in the corner there. Really like those bombs. Oh, that's a rare disc. It's an artifact. Oh, it is one that I've donated before. That's obviously a rock crab. It's way spawned into the rock above it. I was okay with hearing the bat screech sound, and I was, you know, had a task to kill bats, and before I had completed their Slayer goal, but now I don't want to hear you, bat. Check up here to make sure there's another void spirit. I think that's a helmet of some sort. No, it's a beanie. Beanies were nice when it was still winter. Not the sort of person who would wear a beanie year round. But some people look really cute. I don't think I'm one of them. Should just leave at this point. You get to the point where like everything you pick up is what should I throw away? Easily. The problem is I have too many different food items. Bread and cookies and sashimi and the blackberries. I don't need that many different types of food in my inventory. Between the break I had to take and just time since then, my headset should be good now. Apologies for sound. Okay. Hopefully we're all right there. Make sure that OBS is my window I can see behind the game. Okay. Good, I went down the floor. Maybe a couple more. Wood spirits. While I was doing that, the power from my computer came disconnected again. Take a look at that. Try and resecure all the connections. of streaming is when we have, loss of performance. And I really want my stream quality to at least be decent, and the internet is not helping with that. I've multiple OBS disconnections. Now, I had absolutely no problems with OBS yesterday on Friday the 13th, and yet now this day after, I have multiple disconnects. What's up with that? Maybe the universe decided that I was being punished enough going through the Forgotten Vale, but it still had to have different issues to come at some other time. Maybe it's deferred badly yesterday. Or maybe the universe is punishing me for being a horrible boyfriend. I should, if I'd done today right, I would be like 2 hours into the stream by this point. Got all the way back to 120. Got it. I would say it was a good number of blade spears taken out today. I completed the baths. Got some slimes to do and some rock crabs. I picked up no jade while I was in there, so I can't go down to the crystallarium right away. What's a 37 jade? It's not a bad number. Eventually, I inevitably moved the bombs out of this chest, but I haven't reached the point where I have to do that yet. Driftwood, so it gave me wood. I don't have the space for a steel book in there. Lava eel ground. The lava eel pond will continue to grow. I'll find a spot for this steel book. A chest in here. Actually, I already have one in the chest in there. More woodcutters we can. And a beanie in here. And we will go to sleep. Oh, that was a rough day for a number of reasons. Okay, hopefully I won't have to worry about that for the rest of the stream. Oh, the bookseller's in town today, so I can take those books over to him while I'm in town as well. Item spotlight on crab pot. As you can see, my lightning rod's collected for me. I will need battery packs for a few things. Goodness sake, this chest. You know what? I'm going to take those two things over to the community center. I can't complete the things that they're a part of. That's only one thing for the chef's bundle. Actually, if I'm turning in the truffle, I'll turn in the maple syrup and the fiddlehead fern. It will make me feel better about how it looks. If I'm turning in wine, the enchanter's bundle. Oak resin before it. So if I turn in oak resin too, I'll feel better about how things look. It doesn't matter at all the order that you turn things in regarding the community center. I'm just a little odd. I want it to feel nice and orderly. That may say some things about me. Alright, so one of those. Don't have the things that Demetrius loves, and I don't even know what he likes. I'll try to at least talk to him today. Pierre will get sashimi, Kent will get the flour, Krobus will get the horseradish, the dwarf will get something. What mineral do I have an exceeding amount of that is not jade? I have lots of rubies. And the bookseller is here today, so let's take these books over. Alright, I think my first stop will be the community center, because I grabbed a bunch of things that I want to donate there. Not enough to complete any of the bundles there. Hello, Nave. Welcome to the stream. Teachers suggesting you find a large fast. It's actually not 9 yet, so I will next head over to the bookseller to trade in those things. I'm finding more daffodils, which will be good when Haley's birthday comes around in 2 days. So, I have not bought any of these books as of yet. For the Stardew Farmer Almanac, I can get pepper poppers. For the woodcutter weeklies, I can get wood, 100 each. You know what? I am going to buy Way of the Wind Volume 1. It increases my movement speed permanently by a little bit. There is a second volume that costs 35,000. I cannot afford that. You ever enjoyed Stardew Valley? Okay, 12 bouquets, one for each marriage candidate. Oh, Clint still has my steel pan. I forgot that I turned that into him. I've heard you giving Krobus 2 gifts. Well, at least I talked to him. He sells mixed seeds on Thursdays, so if you're trying to get your, like, fiber seeds for the end of the year, and you're always finding yourself short, you can get some more from him. I am friends with your son. I've already given him 2 gifts. I grabbed gifts for people, but the first day I played today was Tuesday, so I don't know why I'm surprised I've already given people 2 gifts. Okay, at least make sure that I pick up the steel pan today, since that's not the first panning spot I've seen where yes, I did not have it. There's something else I was thinking about buying. I said I had the money. I said I had to take a break and had to fix the stream, so I forgot what it was. And I don't know if I have the money now that I did the Way of the Wind. Oh, it was a big chest recipe. That's right. That's 5,000 G. I mean, eventually, to get perfection, you have to buy every recipe anyway. So, and apart from upgrading my tools more, I don't think I really have any crazy expenditures coming up. I still have to get the watering can, at least copper, and then a lot of things I got. The only thing I have at gold is the pickaxe. Which is strange to be in year 2 and only have 1 gold tool. Usually I have all of them to gold by the time year 2 starts, but... And I thought I would upgrade them all while I was doing my fishing, but... I don't know. Feels like I'm not getting as much money in this file as I usually do. I mean, I know a lot of it is because I'm not farming, but... I usually get at least a little bit along the way. So the big chest recipe. I don't think I'm going to buy any other recipes from her today. And let's buy the flooring recipes. Yeah. But the lampposts and the braziers, no, I will not buy those ones. Surely Demetrius at least likes either leek or wild horseradish, right? I don't really want to risk it though. He's so close to 10, I would hate to accidentally give him a dislike gift. Maybe I should get the soul peppers. Not today, but tomorrow. So enough time to have a reasonable skill cavern dive left today. So if I could get like level 10 combat halfway through spring, that would still give me time to get everything grown that I need to for the community center. I was also thinking of commissioning a barn from Robin. Did I actually do that, or did I, like... Looks like I did not do that. Of course, I got the bean chest recipe instead, so I can do it now. I turned in 1 maple syrup to the community center, but then I picked up 5 more. I picked up fruit bats, right? Did I not have 3 apples yet? I had 2 apples. Let me see if there's an apple in there. I don't have wheat. Oh, there's an apple in here. Cool. There's also a couple oranges, a peach. So I have 3 apples for the community center if I need to turn those in. But again, if I don't have 10 wheat, I'm not really sure there's a good reason for me to do that. I'm just gonna sell the plums and I'll go ahead and sell the salmonberries. Salmonberry season is coming soon. If I had a rabbit's foot, I would be able to complete that one. I can get a rabbit's foot in the skull caverns, possibly. Did I not get a Nautilus shell? I should be able to complete the field research bundle. I have a Nautilus shell. I already donated the chub. I have no shortage of frozen geodes or purple mushrooms. Why have I not bothered to complete that bundle? I think I get a recycling machine for this one. But just because I'm not, crazy about the reward doesn't mean I should leave the bundle unfinished. Recycling machine. I can do some of the dye bundle, but not all of it. For the cooking bundle, or chef's bundle, the poppy is still the issue. The summer flower. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day. I suppose I could turn in the prize with it. Eight Omni Geodes. 4 kegs is a nice reward. What was Demetrius asking me to do? Catch a largemouth bass? Let's do that. I don't have a lot of time left. I think you're already at 7. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to at least give it a shot. This spring, so I don't have to worry about like sturgeon or lingcod and the possibilities. I don't think that's a largemouth. Oh, it was. Wow. Okay. Oh, I need to catch 3. Why did I think it was 1? This one is definitely not 1. This is a carp. Maybe a chub. Let's start to move a little bit. Every catches no longer count for experience, which I do decrease the quality of the fish I catch a little bit. That's 2. Wow. Barely an hour to do it today, and I caught all 3. I could have done it tomorrow, but why not complete the quest today if I can? Get another prize ticket, and also have the chance to those kegs. Unfortunately, the ones that are like, catch this number of fish are not the ones that make people happy, so I didn't get a bunch of friendship from him for completing that one. The description of the quest did not say makes Demetrius happy. Let's see, Sebastian's here right now. So why don't I go ahead and give him the bouquet. I'll make him my first bouquet. I'll accept this, thank you. Is he at like 9 right away? Yes, he's at 9 hearts. And I was okay giving him the bouquet now, because sashimi is a loved gift, and I have plenty of sashimi and I'm getting more every day. Immediately, he goes above Demetrius's friendship. So that's 1 bouquet given. Harvey would not be a bad one either. I have a bunch of coffee in my inventory. But unless he's at the saloon tonight, I will not see him. He spends like all the time in the clinic and it closes at 3. Well, speaking of Harvey, here he is. Here, Harvey. Eat me. And here's your coffee. Leah's birthday is in winter, so if I wait for her birthday, I'll be waiting quite a long time indeed. Hey, did you see me give Harvey a bouquet over there and start dating him? Well, here's one for you too. Yeah, let's get more serious, Leah. So I'm now dating 3 people. I'm not giving Shane a bouquet today because his birthday is this season. So it's a little more convenient for me to just give him a bouquet on his birthday and then give him the love gift. Haley's birthday is on the 14th. We will get that far today. The 14th is kind of the day I had in my mind as the day to complete. DoorDash is telling me that my town is busy right now. I wonder how many people are saying leave at door for not them, but their significant other. I don't know if I would be comfortable with door dashing a gift to someone on Valentine's Day. But I suppose if you have no other way to get it to them, then sure. I'm still waiting for Robin's hardwood quest to come up. Next I'm gonna get rid of the large fallen logs on my farm and the ones that are actually in farming space rather than the ones that respawn every year. But I have time left in this day, I have energy left, I may as well chop the ones that respawn. don't do it every day in the game anymore because I'm fairly comfortable with the amount of hardwood I have for the things I have in mind. Unfortunately, one of the things I need hardwood for, I need to complete the greenhouse first. I would really like to get that started if I could, but... Well, the most likely things I can use a lot of hardwood for right now would be a horse stable and the next house upgrade. But I don't have the money for either of those. The house upgrade used to be 50,000 and more hardwood. But they decided to reduce the hardwood requirement, but to make up for it, they increased the price to 65,000. I love the cat, but I need my bed. I got a text that my voice was carrying downstairs. Alright, we got sun back. And tomorrow will be the egg festival, year 2 egg festival. Since I won the first year and got the straw hat, I will be completing for a prize ticket this year. Now that I have battery packs, I'm going to start a little quest. I can't complete all of it, not for quite some time. But I'm okay starting it. Let's put the lava eel around there. And so that I have 4 trashes. I have 3 recycling machines now. So I was going to go to the Skull Caverns, but because I gave a bunch of people gifts yesterday, I should make sure that I don't stop gifting them. So I'll link to that. The Oak Crystal and Pine Tower are both done. Traveling cart has for me. A rare seed, but less than usual. I'll take that. I'm going to take the melon. It's kind of a waste, but if I do that, I can complete Demetrius's cropped melon research quest and get him up to 10 hearts, and then I don't have to think about it. I've been saying for a while now that I'm not wanting to spend a lot of money to get the friendship up, but I've been dealing with that for a while, so I want it to be done. So I'll head up there first because I can give the melon to him and sashimi to Sebastian up there. They'll both be at the saloon tonight, but things I can go ahead and take care of now. Why not do it? Alright, so here's Demetrius. Give him the melon, and he is at 10 hearts, and that's another thing off of this list. this ever-growing list. Alright, Sebastian says I look great. Thanks. Here, have some raw fish. I don't know, I don't think I would mind having sashimi delivered to me before I even get out of bed. Though I wouldn't consider sashimi a typical breakfast thing. I know some people like salmon for breakfast. There we go, talking about salmon again. Alex's birthday is in the summer. I don't know that I have the gifts to give him right now. Let's go into Harvey goes to the general store on Fridays. But I don't see him in here right now. It's possible that he just hasn't left yet. Where's it? I've been thinking about you so much I can hardly do my work. Well, that's not good. You typically want your doctor to be able to focus on his work. I would not want a distracted doctor. Sorry, there, I'll back off. I would not want to get in the way. Harvey is a popular choice. Well, the good news is I won't be giving him more gifts this week. I have not decided who I'm going to marry on this file as of yet. I am open to community input on that. I've done everyone at one point or another, so it's not like I need to explore one that I haven't done before. I'm going to turn this into a big chest. I need 120 wood and 2 copper bars for that. So when you make a big chest, the optimal thing to do is to place it directly on top of the chest you're replacing. It will put that chest in your inventory and have all the stuff that was in that previous chest right there. So that is the optimal way to replace a chest when you want to upgrade it to a larger one. Pretty sure most people know that trick at this point, but just in case. I'm going to, since I do have the vampire ring to pick up from the Bat Slayer goal. I will check the adventure skill. I don't like to get the quarry floors spawned in the mine, but I feel bad about not having enough gold tools. So I'm going to come into the quarry mine. The quarry mine has only one floor. It has these hunted skulls, which do not count as skeletons, I don't think. They can drop a few different things. They can drop earth crystal. They can drop mannequins, cursed mannequins specifically. They can drop artifact troves. They can drop, I believe, skeletal hands or tails. Some sort of skeleton part. They are quite dangerous and they fly at you crazily. There is a side section that has been added to the quarry. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have like any special loot in there or anything. It just has stronger enemies. I guess if you wanna. I guess if you're looking to increase your experience or just try your hand at some stronger enemies to see if you're ready for them. I'm playing with fire here. Yeah, I have several profession farms as well, on both PC and Switch. So, I would definitely consider myself a Stardew nerd as well. Buried everyone, done every farm type. Gotten the living hat once ever, never gotten a tea set. So when you reach the end of the quarry mine, you will see Death holding a golden scythe. And you can collect it. And then if you click on it again, it will warp you back to the beginning. At least they did make a way to get the tea set a little bit easier. I mean, if you're willing to play a farm up through 25 years, you can buy it from the traveling carts if it shows up there. The living cat, they never made it any easier. Times I've seen people grind it, they usually let their Ginger Island farm fill up with fiber and then just destroy all the fiber there. Then just keep sleeping until it fills up again and do it all over. But yeah, I got it once luckily, and that's the one farm besides my first profession save and the one where I got that, those are the two that I refuse to delete. So the vampire ring gives you a little health each time you slay a monster, which is fine, but I just need. So I got up to 29 void spirits. On a typical save, I would make cave insects the next thing I rush, because now that I have the burglar ring, I have a slightly higher chance of them dropping an ancient seed. But I've gotten so many ancient seeds on this save that it's not a concern to me. However, I am doing something horrible. I have not planted the ancient seeds I have so far. I'm not farming yet, but to have those ready to go as soon as I can would be nice. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to buy his rare crow. I am level 0 farming, so I can't craft a scarecrow. But nothing stops me from getting a rare crow. I understand only planting them in the greenhouse until you get to Ginger Island, but I don't have the greenhouse yet, and because my challenge for this playthrough is to get each skill to level 10 before I move on to the next one, I haven't even started farming yet, and we're like halfway through spring. So it's likely going to be year 3 before I actually get the greenhouse. And obviously I have to complete the community center before I get to Ginger Island. So my thought here is I have uh, a quality sprinkler, I got a rare crow, and I have several ancient seeds. Uh, why not plant it, use the quality sprinkler to keep them uh, watered, and use the scare. I actually already had uh, 3 rare crows. I didn't need to buy this one. So why not uh, do it like this, and as soon as I'm ready to start farming, the 28 days uh, it takes a ancient seed to grow, it will be either ready or almost ready. That's how I feel, at least. I'm going to put the regular scythe in the in there. The golden scythe, it says, is it's more powerful than a normal scythe. So you can use a scythe to fight monsters. I mean, it's not the most effective way to do so, but like weapons, it doesn't take any stamina to swing it, so you can do that. Uh, but it has an additional benefit. It has a larger radius than the regular scythe, and it is more likely to cut grass. Uh, with the regular scythe, you have a 50% chance to get hay from cutting grass. With the golden scythe, you have a 75% chance. And the regular scythe does 1 to 3 damage, the golden scythe does 13. So the golden scythe has many benefits, and I will be using them. I also found a dark sword. It has the vampiric enchantment on it, which is the same as the vampire ring. It actually does the same amount of damage as the obsidian edge, and it doesn't have the swing speed decrease. Or it has a larger speed decrease, sorry. Uh, it doesn't have crit power, but it does have crit chance, and it has a little bit more knockback. You know what? I think I'm actually going to go with the dark sword for once. Uh, the the swing speed will be an adjustment, but I don't know. I think it has some benefits over the obsidian edge. So let's try and mix things up for once. Okay, so I'm going to plant. Sure, I'll plant it here. Put the quality sprinkler in the middle. I have 5 of them, so I'll go ahead and water 5 of the spots. And that will get the ancient seeds in the ground. They're well within the scarecrow radius. Alright. Let's put the vampire ring away since I have the rings that I want for now. The main other thing I would want to do today is get Leah another gift. Kent might be at the saloon as well on a Friday night, and I haven't talked to Krobus today. Here's my first Age the Legend row. Of course, I don't have the artisan to really kick up the price, but it's still more than even the Aged Crimson Fish row was selling for, which is why I changed the pond. buy another salad and give it to Leah. They're only 220 G. Please don't feel like you have to spend all your time with me now that we're dating. I know you're a busy person. But I want to spend time with you. I'll take up fishing. Give me something to do. Keep my hands busy. Talk to Pierre as well. Been working hard all week. I deserve a little relaxation on a Friday night. If I already given you two? Yeah. Lots of people here that I could gift, but I didn't think about bringing them gifts, so don't have anything for them. I'm going to talk to Krobus. Now it is Friday, so Krobus isn't going to talk back, but it still counts as talking to him as far as friendship goes. He also sells the redeemed sprinklers on Friday, which is the way I get most of my early redeemed sprinklers before I going deep into the skull caverns. Just buy one from him instead of using what precious little iridium I have to make a sprinkler, but I don't have 10,000 G right now, and not enough crops going for a iridium sprinkler to be strictly necessary anyway. Yeah, on my current Switch farm, I have 5 iridium sprinklers, and all of them came from Krobus, covering most of my greenhouse. I really don't need to be carrying my watering can. I'm not going to the volcano. I'm only watering the one thing. I have one thing planted, and I'm not watering it myself anyway. I have a sprinkler doing it. Why am I letting the watering can take up a spot in my inventory? The other stuff, maybe I'll decide to break a rock. Maybe I'll chop a tree. Maybe I'll size some grass or find a dig spot. But there's no reason to always be carrying the watering can. So let's free up that spot. Alright, we are moving on to day 13 of spring, which is going to be the Egg Festival. The Age Legend Row without artisan sells for 5,060 each. That's getting back the cost of the big chest recipe I bought. And I have enough to get a barn ahead of my farming as well, if I want one. I already have the silo. Alright, so you can see my sprinkler doing this thing. I'm going to sell the beer. I could give it as a love gift to Pam or Shane. But I want Shane to get up to 10 hearts because I gave him a pepper popper, not because I gave him beer. So, yeah, I'll wait on that. I'll get the money now and give him a non-alcoholic gift. I'm looking forward to being able to make more preserve jars. I was so lucky to get those first few from the ticket machine. And then being blessed enough from the fruit bat cave to be able to get that first keg and then 4 more from the prize ticket machine. You can end up with like mushroom logs or a dehydrator or bee houses from that instead of kegs or preserve jars. There's 4 of them with the exception of the dehydrator. The dehydrator you get 1. You might be able to get a fish smoker as well, but I'm not going to guarantee that. Because I thought of it now, I have to check, of course. The fish get the recipe from the... It is a possible reward from the prize machine. Yes, it's fish milker. Actually, that is something I should have gotten by this point. Should have at least gotten the recipe for it. Maybe that will be my next purchase instead of the barn. So the festival doesn't start until 9. I'm not going to skip the festival by going to the mines or something. But that's no reason that I can't use the time for something. So my usual thing when I have energy or time to burn, get myself more and more hardwood. 200 for Ginger Island, 100 for the raccoons, 100 for house upgrade, 100 for a horse. A lot of people get a horse a whole heck of a lot earlier than I do. I tend to get the horse pretty late in my playthroughs. I always do get one at some point, just not always necessarily very early. I'll dig up that maple seed. I don't think it was different grove there anyway. I like that it you put it in the right spot, it blends in nicely with your roof. I think that's the best part about the horse stable. That you can make it look aesthetically pleasing. But it's so that it goes into that spot. Sorry about that. Okay. So we are heading into the egg festival once I pick up these forage bowls. It's Saturday, so they'll go away when I go to sleep. I'll reiterate what I did the first year. If you use your parsnips and bought a potato, green bean, and cauliflower on day 1, you have all the spring crops for the egg festival. You go to the egg festival, buy at least 20 strawberries, pre-water and pre-hoe the spots. Then after the egg festival, rush to the community center, turn in the spring crops, get your 20 speed grow, come back, put it down, plant the strawberries on top of it, and if you do that, you get 3 harvests from them in the first spring instead of 2. But at this point, don't worry about it. I could buy some strawberry seeds. I would say that the third most preferred crop I have for the greenhouse. Ancient fruit and star fruit are above it, but it does regrow, unlike star fruit. So what I'll sometimes do is I'll plant strawberries in all the spots, and as I get ancient seeds, I'll replace the strawberries with them. I don't have a ton of money that I'm willing to spend on strawberries right now, though. Even though they're a great crop, and I love strawberries. Hello, Spicella? Yeah, I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing well too. Some of these eggs were laid just this morning. See, they're still warm. Shh, don't tell anyone, but I tried something different this year. Duck eggs and custard. Hey, if you're gonna feed me eggs, I'm gonna need some hot sauce, kid. Be careful you don't accidentally take a raven's egg. They'll hold a grudge against you for the rest of their days. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Oh no, it's mostly salad this year. You know what? I kinda miss the winter. It's simpler in a way. I'm waiting for winter to end. I wonder what would happen to my eggs and legs if I ate 30 eggs a day. I'm not sure what would happen to your arms and legs, but the cholesterol, dude, you're dead. My nose. Allergies. I've been playing this game since it released in 2016. I'll just slip in a little later and have some food. I mind that scrumptious looking pie. In fact, the 10th anniversary of Stardew Valley is this month. Of course, the 30th anniversary of Pokemon is also this month, so among non-fans of this game, it will probably be overshadowed a little bit, but I'm certainly looking forward to announcements that are expected regarding Stardew Valley's next update on its anniversary, including 2 new marriage candidates being added. Stardew is a very chill game and a lot of fun to game. No, I don't think you're too old to do the egg hunt. Part of the reason I chose Stardew and Skyrim is they're both popular games and I love both of them. But it's nice to have a little bit more intense game in Skyrim, intense action, story driven, and a more chill game like Stardew. Gives a nice little balance. Have you ever hunted for slime eggs? Now there's a true challenge. I can't get slime eggs yet. It feels great to be outside again after that long cold winter, doesn't it? I was outside a little bit in winter anyway. Hey Patrick, did you get a taste of my carp roe pie? What? It is the egg festival, isn't it? Yeah, but most people don't think of roe when they think of eggs. Eggs are fine, but I advise against eating 30 per day. I hope so too. This year I sewed little pants and hats for some of the eggs. They look adorable. Oh, I still need to get my photo taken at the bunny stand. Does my hair look okay? Your hair looks fine. Hopefully Vincent will be able to find an egg this year. It's good for him to feel like he's a contender. I'm going to try my best to win this year. I want to live inside the big egg. Kent always seems a little antsy during big gatherings like this. The punch isn't as good as last year. It's missing something. Last year Pam said she spiked the punch. Think you'll win the egg hunt this year? I'll work on it at some point, upgrading my channel theme. It may be a little boring, but these festivals are a good chance to connect with our neighbors. Evelyn made eggs and leeks for breakfast, so I'm in a good mood. You have hens on your farm? Not yet. Spring would be a great time to start raising chickens, don't you think? Aye, on rainy days you'll find catfish in these waters. They're challenging to catch, but well worth the effort. They sure are. I'm not a big fan of eggs, to tell you the truth. I don't know why, I feel like Kent would be into eggs. Hens lay the eggs, but roosters play an important role too. They protect the hens and prevent them from fighting with each other. That means happier hens and better eggs. So, I think with the exception of Lewis, I've talked to everyone who's here. The wizard is not here. Krobus, Dwarf, Sandy are not here, so I've talked to everyone. Yeah, I used to try and... I miss the old YouTube. It had more customizable, like, logos and banners. You could even have an entire channel background. I miss that time. But I'm old. I miss things. Okay, so I talked to everyone because another change that was made with 1.6 is the festivals changed. They have one layout and dialogue for odd years and a different one for even years. That includes the placement of the eggs. So if you want to win the egg festival in year 2, you have to go a little bit different way than you did in year 1. But it's not that different. I'll show you how I do it. instead of going straight to the left like I do in odd years, I instead go up. There's an egg here, and there's another there, and then I come down over this way. You get the egg there, the egg there, the egg there. Then I come and grab this egg, go over here, grab this one, so I'm behind this tree, and then up behind this bush. There's another one back there that you can get if you just kind of click behind the saloon, and then move over this way, grab this one, another behind that bush, and that's 13. If you move perfectly, you can get that 14th there, but 13 is more than enough to win. Wow, look at all these eggs. Now, if I could only get you kids to pick up this efficiently, we'd have to clean us down this side of the gem sea. Honestly, I was hoping you were someone else. I'm not looking for channel art or anything like that at this time. Patrick, here's your prize, enjoy. And we get a prize ticket. Before prize tickets, you would get a little bit of G for winning. But the rewards from the prize machine are probably worth more in pure terms of monetary value than you would get before. So that's basically the end of this day as far as I am aware. Alright, so that is day 13 of spring complete. We've been streaming for about 2 hours now. At least one more day. Probably a couple. Mildly perturbed spirits, but it is Sunday, which means that there's a new queen of sauce. Hash browns. This one's simple, but that's a good thing. You'll just want to shred some potatoes, add a liberal amount of salt, and fry to perfection in your favorite high-heat oil. Sounds easy, right? Well, I've got some pointers that'll make your job a lot easier. Now that we have learned hash browns, we have all of the recipes that you could buy from Gus. Tomorrow begins a 3-day festival in Calico Desert. With the bus back in order, we're all delighted to be able to continue this time-honored, beloved tradition. There will be games, free food, prizes, and much more. Also, 2 townspeople are selected each day to run a little shop, so make sure you swing by and check out what they have to offer. See you there, Lewis. I very much dislike the 3 days they chose for the Desert Festival, because they happen to be 3 of the 4 days that are also salmonberry season. I'd rather spend the days looking for salmonberries and have the Desert Festival any other time. So you kind of have to choose. Do you want the salmonberries for easy energy recovery forever? Or do you want to do the Desert Festival and see what it has to offer? I'll have to make a choice. Because I don't have combat level 10, the choice is already made. I need to go to the Skull Cavern. They're looking for 2 Mega Bombs. Usually by the time they ask for Mega Bombs, I have a few, but I don't believe I have any. I have regular bombs, I have cherry bombs, I do not have Mega Bombs. But I am finding level 10, which means I can craft Mega Bombs. To craft a Mega Bomb, I need 4 gold ore, a solar essence, and a void essence. So if I want 2, I need 8 gold ore. I have multiple stacks of gold. That is not a problem. It is highly unusual for me to have an entire stack of any particular type of before, but I spent so much time grinding to mine level 10 that it happened this time. So now their pond capacity is up to 7. We'll start growing again. Unfortunately, all 4 of my preserve shards are currently in use. With the info suite, I can tell that they'll all be done when I wake up tomorrow. So I don't think I need to resort to just selling the row as is. Today is a new week, so I can be gifting again. Also Haley's birthday, so keep that in mind. Excuse me. Try that with the dwarf again. Actually, it's early on Sunday. I should check the traveling cart before people wake up. There's one component of what the Desert Festival offers is even if you haven't been to the bottom of the mines, the Skull Cavern is open for those days, and that's how you're going to get your biggest rewards. It's by going into the Skull Caverns. So there's just spring seeds, escargots, sandfish, pale ale, a single wheat. I've already done Pam's. No, I have not done Pam's Pale Ale. It's a lot of money, but again, I will buy it. Not for the friendship, but just to try and keep my journal a little more streamlined. I like to try and get the journal like completely empty. It's not easy to do, especially when you have weekly quests always going near the end game, but panning spot. I got 5 copper ore. It is upgraded to steel now, but that's still not a very high chance for it to spawn an additional panning spot after 1. You really need at least gold to be getting lots of those. Pam is right here. I'm not taking the bus today, so I'm not too nervous about giving her a pale ale right now. But, you know, maybe don't give the bus driver alcohol before they get to the stop. Another daffodil. Temple likely be standing by the river. No, not on Sunday it won't be. On Sunday, he and Jody both go to the shrine. Come in here and give Probus his horseradish. On Sundays he sells bat wings. I find it interesting that he sells void essence. Where does he get the void essence? We get it by slaying shadow people. He's a shadow person. Do they like produce it naturally and he sells some of what he makes? Got a routine to keep you busy, huh? That's a good thing. Too much freedom can be stifling. We all benefit from having some structure in our lives. Okay, military man. I've gotten Pierre to enough friendship to see this scene. Found Pierre's secret stash. There's plenty of speculation as to what his secret stash is. Is it drugs? Is it porn? Is it money? Who knows? Hey, who's in the bedroom? What? How did you find that? Quick, give it to me. Promise me you won't tell anyone about this. You can say your secret is safe with me, or your wife deserves to know about this. I am curious what it is, but we've never been told. All we have is speculation. Well, I'm not a fan of Pierre, but I am trying to get his friendship up. So I'll tell him his secret is safe with me. Thanks, I appreciate that. Just forget we ever saw this, okay? And I'll just forget that you were sniffing around in my bedroom. Now I have to find a new hiding spot. I should go for a walk, but I can't leave the store unattended. For the flowers are in bloom and the air smells great. No, it takes the edge off, sashimi. Okay, so none of Harvey, Sebastian earlier. Actually, that did all get up to 10 hearts. I guess the bonus from the 2 gifts of a week got them up. So if you're still here, Tyler, I do not have to gift your husband again. Now, the person I'm going to gift today is Haley. And here she is. I'm thinking about donating a bunch of clothes. I must have 100 pairs of shoes. Date me. You wanna get more serious? I feel the same way. Hey, here's a birthday gift. And now she's at 10 hearts. So Sheen's birthday and Emily's birthday are both this season. The flower dance on the 24th, whoever you dance with gets an automatic complete heart. So if I decide who will be married on this playthrough before then, I'll dance with them. Otherwise, it would be useful to get one of the people who has a birthday in a later season that I don't have a lot of love gifts for, to dance with them and get an easy heart on that day. Penny loves emeralds, so I have lots of gifts for her. Abigail loves amethyst, so I have a lot for her. Elliot loves like duck feathers and pomegranates. And I have pomegranates. I have extra pomegranates from the bat cave. Maru, I can give like gold bars or something like that. Or battery packs. I have plenty of love gifts for her as well. Who else is there? Alex might be a good choice. He loves complete breakfast and salmon dinner. I can't make those. Sam, he likes Georgia Cola, and if it came down to it, I could get a pizza. Yeah, I think if I want to do it from a gameplay perspective, Alex is probably the best choice to dance with in the flower dance. Plus, Haley's the flower queen, so leaving her without a dance partner just is the kind of petty that I love. So unless we decide who I'm marrying before then, I think Alex will be my flower dance partner. If I don't get Pierre up to 10 hearts soon, his birthday is this season, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Go to the mines and give the dwarf a gift. I definitely want to make sure that I'm giving people gifts early this week, so that if I spend the next several days in the desert, I don't have to worry about potentially not talking to them as much. I would be interested in going into the mines and slaying some more monsters, but my inventory has a lot of stuff in it right now. Gotta get at least a couple things out of my inventory if I'm going to go mining. Unfortunately, we are still waiting on those. One will be done around 7, but the others won't be done until the morning. Well, if I need to heal or need energy, I'll have the cookies first, since there's only one of those, so it would free up a spot. But hopefully I won't need to heal too much with the Dark Sword having the Vampiric enchantment on it. Hopefully I'll keep my health decent. If I don't keep my health decent, it means that I'm struggling with the slightly slower swing speed that it has compared to the Obsidian Edge. My biggest problem with the Shadow people is that they keep walking towards you as you're swinging at them. The increased weight of the Dark Sword knocks them back a little bit more, which makes them safer in the battle in that sense. By knocking them back, they can't get to me as easily. But with enemies that already have a large knockback, like bats, slimes, or especially ghosts, I wouldn't want to fight them with a weapon with more weight. But only a weapon with weight has any impact on the rockhead guys. I always hear people when they want a living path talk about making sure to get all of the fiber when they find it in the mines. I did not get my living hat in the mines. And I don't know anyone who actually has. It's just, now any chance you have to potentially find one, you take it. But personally, I don't know anyone who's gotten theirs that way. It got this debuff on me and then started running away. I think after getting the debuff is when you went to charge. I don't know how close I am to the rock crab goal, but I usually don't finish in the regular mines. Usually I get up to like 40 while I'm working on Monster Slayer goals in the regular mines, and then over time in the Skull Cavern I finish it. Actually, in speedruns to see who can be married first. Penny is often is one of the ones sometimes used for the speedruns because you can get like emeralds for her so very quickly if you're good at going down the mines. Of course, I very rarely give her emeralds. In a typical playthrough, I usually end up giving her poppies. Most people do not like poppies at all, but she loves them. The amount of health I get back from the Vampiric enchantment is not very much. But I would say on a typical day, it saves me a healing item or two. And over time, saving you an item or two adds up. should drop the helmet, but it does, it's purely aesthetic. And I get a lot of them, typically. I'm really digging my current flat topped hat. I'll take it. This is Squire's helmet. Stone guys drop those from time to time. I should check what their official name is. I'll try to remember to do it before the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the cookies. I am kind of low on health and energy. And I really don't want to leave geodes behind. So looking at my mineral page, how many of those do I get from magma? I know the star shards and neptunite can come from magma. As far as the other ones go, I don't think any of them come from magma. I know Nicoite doesn't. I know Fluorapatite doesn't. Esperite might. Really what I should do is I should just take all my geodes over and see if I get anything. And then any that I get, I don't need to get again. And it makes it easier to figure out what geodes are still useful to me. Magma geodes are, I wouldn't say they're easy to get, but I get a lot over the course of a playthrough because I always make a lava eel pond. And they can give you magma geodes, in addition to gold ore and, of course, lava eel rope. I think at high populations in the pond, they give 10 magma geodes at a time, which is great when you don't have everything that you can get from a magma geode. And even if you do, magma geodes still sell for 150 a piece, so if you get 10 of them, that's more than you get from an aged lava eel rope, so. Ow. That was not him walking into me, that was me walking into him. That one is totally player error. That time you walked into me. It is, however, 11 p.m. I should probably head back home. Not a ton of dings today. Just a couple. I mean, I have the ectoplasm and the prismatic jelly, so there are not a lot of situations where I quickly reset mine floors left. I won't say it will never happen, but it won't happen a lot, I don't think. Okay, I don't have to worry about how much stone or fiber I'm getting. I'm trying to imagine a situation where I would actually fill up a big chest. It can be done, but I've never done it. By the way, if you date someone and want to stop dating them, you can put a bouquet in a furnace. It will make a wilted bouquet, and it is, of course, the opposite of giving someone a bouquet. You do not want to give someone a wilted bouquet if you want to stay with them. Hey, I got a squid ink that I actually kept in my inventory until I got home. You need it for squid ink ravioli, which is a recipe I may or may not have. I know it's near the end. I did not have the squid ink ravioli recipe. I thought I got that one in the mail though, but I could be wrong. What? Normally I would be thrilled, beyond thrilled, to have the crop fairy come and grow up my ancient fruit immediately. But I'm not level 10 combat yet, so I can't harvest them. So it's spring for 15th, the first day of the desert festival. Doesn't really matter if it's raining, it never rains in the desert. It's salmonberry season, I know. Believe me, I know. I'm going to give you this advice because I like you and I want you to stay in Pelican Town. This happens when you get a marriage candidate to 10 hearts and have a house upgrade. If there comes a day that you want to ask for someone's hand in marriage, you'll need to give them a mermaid's pendant. Don't worry, everyone in Pelican Town understands the significance of the amulet. It's an ancient tradition in the region. Good luck. Patrick, I'm not sure how the human message system works, so I asked the wizard to help me write this letter. I hope you are doing okay. I want to share this with you. It's notes on how my people build a certain item. Grobus. New crafting recipe, Dark Sign. I have a surprise for you. Meet by the railroad tracks, Harvey. Dear Patrick, I'd like to surprise my husband with a gift. He's a big fan of leeks. Could you bring me one? Before I go traipsing off to the desert, it is Monday, which means that there's going to be a weekly quest I can get. Maybe it's something that the Desert Festival will help me accomplish, maybe not. I guess we'll see. There are two that I like, but I'm hoping not to see. Excellent. Robin's Project. I could get the water bug guts. Completing that can see the recipe for the quality bobber, which increases the... I believe it's the quality bobber. I might be thinking of something else. But if it is the quality bobber, it increases the quality of the fish you catch. No matter what. I mean, you can't go like Iridium Plus or anything, but... Up to Iridium. Robin's project is to find 80 hardwood. Because I'm on the forest farm and kept some logs waiting, that's a very easy one for me to complete. I don't even need to take any time out of the Desert Festival to do that. I just need to, once the Desert Festival is over, I'll just take a day. Catfish, but they often ask for catfish for a fishing quest when it's not raining. Nor will it be raining tomorrow, so how am I supposed to catch the catfish? I will make sure, and all of them grew. That hurts so much. Some of these will be done by the end of the day. I will take this berry. Normally, as soon as I start getting berries for the new season, I sell the previous berry harvest. I'm not going to do that quite yet, because I'm going to the Skull Caverns, and I don't think 12 salmon berries is going to be enough.
still have to wait for her to get here? For some reason I thought I didn't have to. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know if she's so far away that it's worth getting in her way. Emily is at the Desert Festival every day. So let me also grab a wild horseradish to give her for that quest. Any help one request I can complete. I even still have some regular quality wild horseradish that I don't particularly care for. I'm ready to buy the ticket. Nicholas. And now. Okay, so let's explore our first desert festival of this particular save file. Okay, if you come down, no one's at the shops yet, and Emily's not here. So she's going to be running a shop. If she's not here, then she's running a shop. I'm pretty sure. Or she's just not here yet. I usually don't get here this early. You can find calico eggs by digging out here. Calico eggs are your special currency for the Desert Festival. You get a free cactus. But he's not. I'm here too early to do most things. The Desert Festival starts at 10. You can still access the Desert Trader here. At noon, the traveling cart will be here each day. Can I do the quest? I can check the trash can for some calico eggs each day. Usually change once it's open. This guy is a scholar. Greetings, friend. Care for a test of knowledge? If you can answer my questions correctly, you'll earn a prize. What do you say? Ask you questions about the game. What is the date of the season's end? In Stardew Valley, they end on the 28th. When does the pomegranate tree bear fruit? It is a fall tree. How many steps have you taken? This one throws people for a loop, but if you don't know how many steps you've taken, there's an easy trick. It's whatever the middle option is. Not middle in the list, the middle number. The middle number is 175,199, so that is the correct answer. What is George's last name? It is Molnar. Penny refers to them as Mr. Molnar and Granny Molnar. It's also on their mailbox and their house in the map. He will give you 50 calico eggs for answering the questions correctly. Just to show you. Actually, it doesn't show it in the map. Huh. Oh, I thought it did. There is a race between 3 animals. If the snail is an option, never choose the snail, but any of the other ones can win. So Emily is here now. I can't talk to her normally, but I can still give her the wild horseradish. If you walk into this thing that's just constructed. Okay, before we continue, let me visualize your aura to see what kind of style will make you happiest. You can get some free clothes this way. Yes, I see. Okay, I've got it. I'm coming in, so don't be alarmed. And then say to you, just keep watch. And your chest open. Yikes, sorry if that hurt. Okay, get ready. This might be a tight fit. You can skip this, but here, catch. There. Yes, I can feel it. Your inner self and outer self are now in perfect alignment. I can't wait for you to see the new you. You can do this every day. Yeah. You're looking great. She gave me a retro rainbow shirt and Red farmer pants. Are you trying to say something, Emily? She also didn't give me a hat. And you get there are like, I think 12 different kinds of cactus. You get one. It says this is the cactus for me, and it has a strange look. The people who are going to be running a shop today. Looks like Robin will be running one and George will be running the other. So Robin, for 20 calico eggs you can get a wallpaper. 1 calico egg each for up to 500 stone. 1 calico egg each for up to 500 stone. Wither stone. And if you can manage to get 1,000 calico eggs, which is not impossible but terribly difficult, you can get the furniture catalog rather than paying 200,000 G for it from her shop. George, you can get a retro TV for 200 calico eggs. You can get a coffee, up to 10 coffee for 10 each, up to 20 vinegar for 5 each, a morel for 30, artifact troves up to 5 for 10 each. You know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and get the artifact troves. There's nothing else I want to run today. Speed Rooster won the first race. If I can bet on the next one, I will. Guess the winner. I'm gonna say Cactus Crawler wins the next one. So the card will open in just a moment. She sells the usual things she can sell. She doesn't have special. You know what? I'm going to buy the egg. I know it seems crazy, but I can make the fried egg and be closer to being done with the cooking bundle. The puppy is still a chance. Philhead risotto is a loved gift for Ken. So this guy can trade eggs. You can trade 20 for up to 10 mystery boxes, 120 for a mummy mask, 50 for a blue bow, 75 for a dark velvet bow, strawberry seeds, an unlimited number at 5 eggs each, mega bombs for 15 each. He'll have some cooked dishes, pumpkin soup for 10 each, the sun dunes painting for 30, the sandy rug for 20, a desert end table for 20, a calico statue for 25, and Woodcutters Weekly, an unlimited number for 100. If you've seen some speed runs of people trying to max out their foraging quickly, this is probably how they did it. Get as many calico eggs as you can, get an obscene number of Woodcutters Weekly, and just win. I should be getting into the... While they're racing, I'll show you the other things here. If you're not comfortable with the skull caverns, Willie will have a challenge for you each day. The first day it will be to catch 3 sandfish. The second day it will be to catch 1 scorpion carp. And the third day he will tell you that he has lost a lucky bobber. So it's a treasure chest fish as opposed to a particular fish. I bet on Cactus Crawler, and Cactus Crawler is even behind the snail right now. It looks like Speed Rooster is going to run away with this one. I think it is predetermined before the day starts, so if you take down who wins, Cactus Crawler got last. Okay, so you'll get an egg rating going into the mines. Turn that in with Gil. Hey there, Patrick. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild Challenge booth. Every day we'll have a pair of challenges for you to choose from. Complete one and the guild will reward you with a bounty of calico eggs. Once you select the challenge, you won't be able to change your decisions or choose carefully. Hope you've kept your weapons maintained. You'll need them in top form for today's challenges. So it gives me two options. I can try to slay 10 serpents for 35, or reach level 30 of the Skull Cavern for 50. I usually try to reach level 30. Before you go in, tell the chef that you're hungry. Ooh yes, I'm very pleased to hear that. I'd like to make you a very special dish, something perfectly suited to your unique taste. May I? So I know what I like to choose, but I want to make sure I can tell you what each option gives you. So let me open the page from the Desert Festival so I'm not giving you wrong information. By the way, the Strawberry Seed, Sun Dune, Sandy Rug Desert End Table, and Calico Statue from the Egg Merchant are the first day. The next day has Mixed Seeds, a Desert Table, a Desert Chair, and a Decorative Bundle. The last day he has the Strawberry Seeds back, a Magic Rock Candy, Calico Statue, Desert Plate, Fireplace, Desert Flags, and Desert Rug. The chef here. So, Hearty Beans gives you 3 defense. The Cave Loaf gives you +3 mining. The Rare Fruit gives you +3 to luck. The Extremely Sharp Cheddar gives you +3 to attack. And the Shrimp gives you +3 to fishing. I choose the Rare Fruit because I want that luck. Then he gives you additional choices. You cannot stack, so if you chose, for example, the Hearty Beans, you can't choose the Rich Marinara this time. There's also Cherry Syrup that I can't choose because I got luck for the first one. Rich Marinara gives +1 to defense. Mushroom Cream gives +1 to mining. Cherry Syrup, if it's there, gives +1 to luck. Pungent Garlic gives +1 to attack. The Uncomfortably Hot Sauce gives +1 to speed. I like to get the 3 luck and the 1 speed, so what I usually choose is the Rare Fruit and the Uncomfortably Hot Sauce. These are the same boosts that Spicy Eel gives you. Rumpled Fruit Skin, and you can see I have +1 speed and +3 luck for 7 minutes. That will help me find ladders and stairs as I'm trying to reach the floor 30 when I didn't bother to bring anything. The Calico Statues increase your egg rating by 1. Going down every 5 floors also gives you 1. So I went down 5 floors. You get 1 for just going in, but I went down 5 floors. More than 5 floors. And found a statue. Typically I only go for the egg statues or the cat statues if they're in my path. Otherwise I just kind of try and go down. The cat statues, I call them egg statues. The cat statues can have a number of effects. The first one I found there had no effect, which is better than a negative effect. They can have positive effects, but a lot of them are not positive. I'm gonna try and get this. I did get an iridium ore out, taking out those slimes. The purple slimes will sometimes drop iridium ore when you take out the last one. Getting serpents is a good one. They can drop Spicy Eel, which has great buffs. They can drop bombs, which will help you clear the floor faster. They can also drop red cabbage seeds if you need that. They can drop a rabbit's foot if that's something you need. I'm hoping for one of them to drop a rabbit spawn. But bombs are a good choice too. I haven't had it happen yet, but if 2 holes show up on the floor, it doesn't matter which one you take, they will drop you the same number of floors. So don't worry about picking the wrong one. It will work the same either way. You can lose health from dropping down floors. The more floors you drop down, the more health you will lose. But dropping down will never take you out. It will always leave you with at least 1 HP. But if you're kind of low, it may not be a bad idea to heal your HP before you go down the hole, so that if you lose a bunch, a enemy that's waiting to swarm you will not take you out. I got an infested floor, which is absolutely terrible when I'm trying to get down 30 floors. And I only have 32 stone with me, so I can't make a staircase. I don't have any staircases already on hand. In terms of trying to get my combat up, this isn't a problem, but in terms of trying to get calico eggs for reaching level 30, it very much is. Also, the most powerful weapon you get by putting a prismatic shard between the 2 pillars at the desert festival, or at the desert. You cannot do it while the desert festival is out. So if you die during the egg festival, the only thing you will lose is calico eggs. I didn't have many to lose. You will wake up at Harvey's tent. Going into the caves can be really dangerous. I hope there are no accidents, but still, I'll be here all day just in case. As a doctor, I'd recommend minimizing your exposure to serpent-infested caverns, but ultimately it's your choice. I was not getting enough health back from the slimes. I was not careful about the one that was to the sides of me. So, ultimately, my poor decision making led to a death. So at this point, my chance of getting down very far is pretty low. I'll just give him the 5 egg rating. Not too impressive, but at least I tried. I get 10 calico eggs for that. And a coffee. I'll go back in, but I don't expect to get more than a 5 egg rating or to floor 30. But I don't want to just give up. I can still get like maybe some iridium or something nice by going in. Plus, I'd like to find at least one more cat statue to show you one of the other possible effects. Mostly I try to avoid mummies. Because I have to bomb them after knocking them down to actually kill them. Now, if I bring in my own, like, cherry bombs, then I'm not too worried about mummies. And eventually I have to kill 100 of them. If you see a iridium node on an early floor, it's usually an iridium crab. But sometimes it'll actually be a node like it was there. In 1.6, the chance of a iridium node dropping a prismatic shard was dropped from 4% to 3.5%. So it wasn't terribly high to begin with, but it's lower now. The spirits were never very happy today, so it may not have been the best choice to pick the floor 30 to begin with. Sure, the luck from the fruit helps a little bit, but not too much. Not necessarily enough to make up for poor daily luck. This one. Bugs become assassin bugs. Now all the bugs are powered up. But I try not to deal with the bugs too much anyway. Since you can't kill the ones in the Skull Cavern, why would I risk my life fighting them? This is not what I want. In the Skull Cavern, when the fog comes, it's gonna be serpents. Well, at least at this point. There is something in the Skull Cavern that's scarier than the serpents. Get off the floor. You can tell visually that the bug looks scarier. But now that it is an assassin bug, you can kill it. But when you hit it, it can change direction. So it's not necessarily just going to go back and forth in a straight line forever. The merchants do leave before 2 a.m. So if there's something you want from them specifically, you do have to leave the Skull Cavern before the very end of the day. But Gil will be there to accept 1 egg rating per day, no matter what time it is. I buffed from the food, it did just run out. So that's too bad. Sometimes the serpent that goes off screen will just kind of disappear. They do give 20 experience each. I killed the purple slime because it can drop iridium ore. Yeah, you can see that the enemies here drop more, give more combat experience than the enemies in the regular mines, but they're also much more dangerous. So there's an obvious trade-off. Are you looking to take more risk and get the experience faster, or maybe take a little bit longer but maybe minimize your deaths? There's little reason for me to not pass out here, but I'm not going to on this day. I'm actually going to go home and sleep. At least I did get some artifact troves. That's a good reason to have gone. But you can tell I'm a little dejected about my performance today. Those are actually my first artifact troves. But I'll unload what I've gotten. the preserve jars are done, so I can get my row out of my inventory, start aging it, and sell some stuff. The calico eggs are part of your inventory. If they disappear at the end of the festival, you cannot carry them from year to year. Put the cactus right there. I'm going to go ahead and make the fried egg with what I bought. I'll stash it for now. Waiting for a mocking roll, hopefully, from Linus. But it's easy to make. I'll put the clothes I got in there. And head to sleep. I think I will do one more day today. I got started a little bit late and we had to take an extra break. A couple extra breaks. One I took early in the stream and one where OBS crashed. So I think one more day is fair. So we have better spirits today. It's going to thunderstorm the next day. It happens. Alright, I want to break the rules of the challenge and harvest this ancient fruit. As soon as I pick it, I get farming experience. Though I have in the past made exceptions for quests and getting the first level of experience. This is not the first time ever that I've tried to play Stardew Valley this way. Years and years ago, before the 1.6 update, I did a proof of concept run like this. I'm going to put the trap bobber away. I'm not looking to catch any difficulty to catch fish right now, and it's just another spot in my inventory. I will spend today, I'll spend the early morning trying to get some foraging. But really what I should do is I should get to Pam as quickly as possible and stand in front of her so that she gets there sooner. I'll wait outside of her house. That's Penny. It's also possible that she doesn't run the bus one of the days. I'm starting to worry that this is that day. Jojicola, Baru needs a Jojicola to power one of her inventions. She's right there. I happen to have a Jojicola in my inventory. Does the sign say drive yourself today? Yep, I'm going to the festival today, kid. You'll have to drive yourself. Wish I had thought of that. Down there sooner, but the festival doesn't open until morning. So getting here too early doesn't really help anyone. Can I bet on the first race yet, or is it too early for that? Basically the only thing I can do before 10 AM is check the trash can. A small number of eggs. I can talk to Sandy. I did not bring her a gift, but I'll try to remember to do it for the third day of the festival. I'll skip it today. See what she gave me. She gave me a basic pullover, yellow, and relaxed fit shorts. I can't say I have a problem with the relaxed fit shorts. I like more relaxed fitting clothes. Oh, I was gonna bet on Shoe Biscuit. I'm waiting to see who will be running shops today. And for the thing to open. For the traveling cart to open. Looks like Abigail and Leah are running shops today. So Abigail's shop, you can buy Abigail's bow and Abby's planchette. Abigail's bow is a bow like the one she wears in her hair, and spouse weapons have been coded into the game from the beginning. It was theorized that at one point they could accompany you into the mines. Now you can get them if they're running a stand at the Desert Festival. They're not the best weapons. Abby's planchette does 24 to 30 damage and has a +4 crit chance. Leah has one too, Leah's Whittler. It does 30 to 45 damage, like what I have, -1 swing speed and +10 crit power. So it's very similar to the Obsidian Edge, just a less swing speed reduction. She also has a short bookcase, up to 100 hardwood for 3 each, up to 5 solids for 20 each. I usually try to get a short bookcase from her, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm going to wait just a couple more moments for this to open. Alright, we got crab, survival burger, rice shoot, beet seeds, only one, duck mayo, 1 anchovy, a bomb, blueberry tart, maple bar, goat milk, spires, and rare seed. Nothing super exciting there. Alright. Well, I will show you. Catch a scorpion carp to see what my... Trying to find over here. I don't see these guys very often, even though we're neighbors. See a bold look in your eye. How about a challenge? 10 purple slimes, or again, reach level 30. If it looks like Shoe Biscuit is going to win, then I'll stick around to collect the reward. And he's certainly in the lead right now. Escargot bringing up the rear significantly. He's over the second awning before any other animal even got to the first one. So this is a turtle in the hare situation. Now he finished well early. I get 20 calico eggs for predicting the winner correctly. But now let's get going into the mines. It didn't work out well yesterday, but I maintained that the rare fruit with uncomfortably hot sauce is still the best. It's still the best option. So let's keep going and hopefully not die at least. I think the luck of the food plus higher daily luck will help me to find ladders and drop shafts easier. But you can see that, like, using regular rocks in the Skull Cavern with a gold pickaxe still take 2 hits to break. The light-colored rocks to give you experience only take 1. Well, I'm seeing plenty of purple slimes, which I expected to at the moment I decided to take the other quest. I knew that there was going to be lots of purple slimes even on the first few floors. I didn't check on the previous floor even though I saw a minecart, but I will check on this floor. Yeah, you can get go to floor 30. It will never be a different floor for the quest. You can get various monster slaying ones. You can also get one to get Omni Geodes, which are most commonly gotten from the carbon ghosts here in the Skull Cavern, but I've gotten 4 so far today and haven't fought a single carbon ghost. Let's see, we got food is half as effective. I hate that one. The energy and health I get back from each food will heal half as much as normal. So I'd have to eat twice as much food to get the same effect. So I just have to be more careful with my combat and hopefully not break too many rocks between each floor. I see a gem node. I want to kill this ghost, but I also hear a serpent. But sometimes you'll hear the sound and it just won't show up. No effect. Monsters do more damage. So now my food is half as effective, and monsters are going to do more damage at the same time. So I'll take more damage in the first place if they hit me, and I'll have to use twice as much food to heal off additional damage. That seems fair. I promise there are good effects too. Just because we haven't seen them yet doesn't mean they don't exist. Okay, split. That's a rare purple slime. It's dangerous, but I want to see what it drops. At least I got it up against the wall. Just a lucky ring. Oh my. That's quite rare. You should have to wait until Ginger Island to find one of those. The lucky ring, you can equip it. It's +1 luck. Now, it's tough because the glowstone ring and burglar's ring are both very good. And I'm hoping to find, the things that serpents can drop. So I think for now I'm going to replace the glowstone ring. I don't need the glow. And I'm more worried about getting things to show up than I am about whether I can pick them up without moving. man, the fire from a Pepper Rex is so dangerous. So, if you haven't gotten a dinosaur egg yet, a prehistoric floor is an easy way to get them. Pepper Rexes can drop them. I have to eat so many of these to get my health back. I have to be very careful of their flame. You can see I've just killed some, and I already got a dinosaur egg. They also dropped the bone artifacts. So if you've been struggling to find those, prehistoric floor is great for that too. Also, you have to kill 50 Pepper Rexes for a Monster Slayer goal. So you'll probably need a few prehistoric floors to make that happen. They can appear on other floors, but they are very rare. Oh god. I see bats, but not just any old regular bat. Those are iridium bats. They can drop iridium, they can drop battery packs, they can drop all sorts of things. But they are fast and they are strong. One hit. I knew if it got to me, I was as good as dead. I had no shot against an iridium bat. And I had no way to get a floor. I had to kill every enemy to get any lower. I was as good as dead. I guess I did have enough stone to make I should have made a staircase. As soon as I saw an iridium bat, I should have made one. Desert Festival is not going well. I didn't die once on the Switch. Now, I got a slightly higher egg rating. I'm not gonna buy anything from the merchants. I'm just leaving. I'm gonna look for more salmon berries in the valley. Not a good showing. I didn't buy more in Stardew Valley than I did in Skyrim. You can turn them into the bone mill and get yourself some fertilizer for the extra ones, but I'll just sell the extras. I think I got the lucky ring and just got too excited thinking that I was now invincible or something. I'll put the dinosaur egg and the bones in there until I can stash them properly. Yeah, let's just go down to the forest and look for salmon berries. So, I did say I thought that was going to be the last day, and it will. Hopefully I'll get good sleep on Monday night, and when I come back to Stardew Valley on Tuesday, I'll be ready for a good last day of the Desert Festival. For now, I'll just try and build up my salmon berries. I should equip the glowstone ring while I'm getting the berries. Neither the lucky ring nor the burglar's ring will have any effect on how many berries drop or their effect. If I had a food that gave me 2 extra foraging, I could get 4 berries per bush. But I don't know if I have any food like that available to me at the moment. I'll probably talk about it more next time and probably have a list of foods that offer that effect. None of the foods from the Desert Festival have plus foraging, so you can't go there, get something that gives you more foraging, then come back to the valley and get extra berries that way. I think it was a combination of the less effective food and monsters dealing more damage, but uh, more damage to Iridium bats, I think, by themselves would have been a death sentence. But I did get a couple Pepper Rexes killed. I found the lucky ring. I got my first dinosaur egg, though I don't have a coop yet. Much less an upgraded coop for the incubator. But despite the death, we did technically build a little towards the future. Got some combat along the way, but not enough for level 9 yet. Let's see exactly how close we're at. 2689 of 3100. So still a ways away, but it's becoming less and less likely that we get it before halfway through spring. So if I can get speed growth somehow, it might still be possible. I'm kind of regretting selling those extra bones now. Maybe I could get some speed growth from that way. No, I have another way to get it. It's fine. But we wait on that for now. I'm going to sell some of this stuff. Sell the spring onions at least. Okay, so that's going to be the end of our Stardew stream for today. If you came to watch it live, whether you lurked or chatted, I appreciate you. If you are watching the stream later on the YouTube archive, thank you for checking it out. I hope however your day is progressing, it is favorable to you. And I will see you in the next one.